September 11th, 2014. It's like 7:48. I don't know why he's having me make this. Maybe it'll help somebody realize how serious I am about this stuff. I'll try and keep it on topic so it all ties together, but it's like a big, there's like 5 different spots in there that I'm trying to tie together. I was sitting in my garage, just kind of sitting on the floor staring, thinking about Liz. That tends to be all I think about. And I saw this lady that works at Turkey Hill come up to me and tell me, "Is Liz pregnant?" I said, "Well, it wouldn't surprise me." And she says, "Well, that was quick, because we have just broken up, or she just left, whatever happened." And then I saw my grandmother, and I was saying something to her, and she's like, "Well, what do you expect? She tried to build a life with you. She did the best she could. She loved you with all of her heart. And one day you just decide that her and the baby are not part of your life because of these people on your phone and it." And now I've already assumed that they have found someone to replace me for her, to take my place with her. And I don't know if it has happened yet. I'm sure it's bound to soon. They can't have her by herself. And then I got some kind of like an understanding. I mentioned her brother that has the tumors and stuff, and what I think that derives from. Her brother and her oldest son are about a year and some apart, and they look like twins. Her 2 second youngest children are 11 and 9 or 10 and 8. Eli was sent home in June when he was almost 3. And she's always said, "Oh, I got childbearing hips," and these families that are involved in these occult with the MKultra and the sacrifices have what are called breeders and sacred prostitutes. And now, from there, when Liz and I were together, when I was still allowed to be with her, she would do stuff that I couldn't figure out why or where she got it from. A couple weeks I saw a video that it's part of their sexual rituals. And one night we were on our knees saying our prayers, me, her, and the boy, and she's praying like this. I looked, and this is just how she had her eyes closed and her hands like this, and she's praying. And I looked, I'm like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Because she was relaxed and not even thinking about it, her hands subconsciously went to how she's supposed to pray. I don't know if he's trying to reinforce in my head that it's over. Like, I could never have my son back. I cannot recreate what was. They could, but it's not, nothing's ever as good as the original. But I'm still having a hard time. Like, it's hard for me to realize, I don't know, I was with Liz longer than any other girl I've ever been with, and I knew less about her than anybody I've ever been with. Her past was a secret. She never ever opened up about anything. It's because she's made to. Because if she speaks about her past, that means she remembers it. And if she remembers it, that means she'd have to deal with it. And to her and the people involved in this, her remembering is a very big threat. They can't have her remembering. Like, I'm sure it's already been programmed into her to hate me. I question whether or not she ever truly loved me. I think it's hard for people like them to feel love because they're taught that they're worthless and useless and they can't accept love. But this isn't easy for anybody that watches these videos and thinks that, oh, he's crazy. Like, I am living with this every second of every day. I still look at my phone every 10 minutes to see if she called or texted. I still want to believe that I could get her out. And now, I'm not trying to put all the blame on her, man. When we first got together, I was a violent sociopath. And I knew she would cheat. I didn't know how I knew, but I knew. And I would flip out, and she would deny it and deny it because she couldn't remember. And I didn't have God. I was nowhere near God at that time. If I was, I would have seen then what I was dealing with. But because I wasn't, because Satan had a grip on me too, I didn't realize what I was up against. In spite of everything I know, everything I've been shown, I don't know if that's why he's letting me feel this way, because he wants me to realize that the woman that I love never was. That it was a persona, an altar. Hell, a demon. And when I saw this lady telling me Liz is pregnant and my grandmother, my heart shattered into a billion pieces. And part of me is mad, like mad, that my wife cheated on me and lied to me. But then I have to convince myself that this was done to her since she was 1 year old. But then I have to wonder if she made a choice. Like, after she was saved, those people came and did that to her. So how much of a choice could she have really had? For anybody that watches the videos about what happened to my son, listen, man. This is real. It is a heartbreaking subject. I am sad beyond comprehension. But I cannot live a lie. I cannot just say, well, none of this is real, come on home. And I forgive you for cheating on me. I forgive you for doing that to Eli. I forgive you for letting your father. I can't. But it's just more like she will be pregnant soon. I have no doubt. I thought that there wouldn't be enough time left for that. My hope is that another child does not go through what my son went through. But they're non-stop. They don't stop. Evil doesn't stop. It hurts to think that my wife, who I love more than anything, is now with another person because... But then I have to tell myself she doesn't even know. She just thinks that I'm insane, and I'm sure they programmed her even more to think that I'm this dangerous threat and that I'm crazy and I won't lift a finger. So in her mind, all she knows is that the guy that I loved for the past 4 years and dedicated my life to and never did nothing to, just decided he doesn't want me and his son. Of course she would move on. This is so horrible, man. Nobody will ever believe it. The pain that comes with this. I love her. I love her with all my heart. In spite of what I know she did, or was made to do, in spite of what is still occurring at this moment. Pray that I'm wrong. Pray that another child will not have to go through this. Because if you look at the timelines, the ages, it's all right there. She was made to run this time. They came and got a whole bunch of stuff out of this house. As I'm going through the house, I'm finding that stuff was moved where it shouldn't have been moved because they had to come through and clear this house out. They've been in the house. I know they have. I don't want to not do the will of our Father, but please, you got to pray that this will end. This is killing me inside. I'm trying so hard to be what He wants, and I'm faltering all over the place because this hurts. But it had to be done. Everything makes so much sense, man. Hindsight's 20/20. Hindsight from God is 40/40. Everything. All of it. I could remember days that she just flip out for no reason. Go to the hospital because she was melting down. Go back out, cheating, lying. Never told me anything about her past. A little bit here and there. Because she couldn't remember it. She was forced not to. And if she did, she would have had to deal with the reality of what she has endured at the hands of her father and these freaks. And personally, I can't wait till He judges them. Every single one of them deserves to burn in hell for eternity. Especially the father. He has a daughter that lives in London. I was given understanding about that. She was of a ritual. I kind of wish the understanding had stopped. But the more I understand, the more I could tell, and the more it will wake somebody else up. If you're not subscribed to Prophetic Mantle, I suggest subscribing to her because she is a true prophet, and the stuff she's talking about, it's coming. I'm done. Every time I think I was done with understanding, He gives me more, and I can't hold on to it. People need to understand what He's given me understanding to. He isn't giving me understanding to make me feel better, because all it's doing is making it worse. So it has to be for the brethren. Pray about this. This isn't a joke. My 2-year-old son suffered for this. I'm suffering right now. 24 hours a day. I love you guys. If you don't know Jesus Christ, pick up a Bible. He's just waiting, and your time is running out. And all He wants to do is love you. I love you guys. God bless.